Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are going to have another session of our alchemist strategy. So the alchemist is a strategy that is simple to use. You can go it step by step and then you'll find it very easy and accurate if you wanted to use it. The precision that is in timing the entries and the exits, it's in unmatched. So it is one of the strategies that I teach here, and I recommend you use this strategy with support and resistance or SNR. It is going to give you high win rates, high risk to reward, and it's going to give you precise entry points and exit points. So if you follow this strategy, it is going to be easy for you to gain money from the market. Also, before I proceed, according to our previous analysis we've done, things have gone on to move. Some things have gone to move on well, and so far we are doing well, at least compared to what we analyzed the previous week. We are doing well in all the trades we analyzed. BTC, we are waiting for something that is looking like a sell. It is at a resistance point. On the monthly time frame, it is making another shoulder, the right shoulder. So we are expecting to sell BTC massively. It is going to be a long-term sell. That is if the sell is triggered and activated. We're also going to use the Alchemist strategy with support and resistance to enter that BTC sell. So watch out for BTC. You're waiting. GBP NZD, it is already selling. I told you GBP NZD was going to sell because it had a head and shoulder on the daily time frame. There was a rejection on weekly time frame. Same thing with GBP card. GBP card had a rejection on the weekly time frame, and it formed what you might call a QM. However, it is not yet fully, so it already broke the left shoulder, the two left shoulders. We were waiting for it to retrace one of the shoulders, preferably the upper shoulder, and then we can enter for a sell. And we are hoping that GB card is going to also be selling massively around 300 pips. So as we speak, we have AUDNZD, and we are going to use the Alchemist time frame, the Alchemist strategy, to show you how you could have taken advantage of the trades that happened. This video is mainly for education purposes, so whenever you're learning what you're learning here, don't take it as financial advice. However, you can add it to your strategies and see how you can use them to exploit money from the market. So before I go on, if you're a new subscriber, if you're a new viewer, you can subscribe to the channel. But if you are a returning subscriber, then you would just like the video and also leave a comment to show that you have learned something from the video. Also, if there is anything I can do for you, you can request it in the comment section. People have been appreciating the work. Yes, it makes me happy if you guys do appreciate the work. So for the new people who have not yet subscribed, I'm giving you 5 seconds. Is a norm here. You subscribe and then we proceed. Okay, 5 seconds are done. Hope you're done subscribing, so we can proceed. So what do we have on the screen? On the screen I have AUD, NZD, and this is how I marked out my support and resistances. For context, I never remove my supports and resistances. The moment I mark them, they are going to be there for a long period of time. All I can do is just adjust where I think maybe price has tried to change its character. I adjust because nothing with the price is constant, so you just keep on adjusting. So they be there. I know, at least I know that if I'm leaving this area, this is the main target. So, and look how long it takes from here up to here. It is how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. That is a whole month. So I know if I enter such a trade, it might take me a full month to move from here up to here. So I'm not bothered. The trade can do whatever it wants. It can retrace, it can do anything, but I know for as long as my stop loss is not hit, I'm going to hit my take profit at here. And how many pips am I targeting in that 1 month? Let me show you. Those are 230 pips in 1 month, and on one pair 230 pips. So if I am, and how many am I risking? 55 pips. This is a 1:4 in 1 month. So if I enter a lot size of 1, that is $2,300 in 1 month. That is around, if you turn that money to Ugandan shillings, that is around 9 million Ugandan shillings. That is a lot of money in Uganda, guys. Not many government workers do not get such amount. Even doctors, even some doctors do not get such amount. So if you're getting that in only 1 pair, that is a lot of money to get in only 1 pair. And remember, you can enter for as many pairs as you can, as long as they match with your analysis. So if I had 4 pairs with a lot size 1 and each is giving me 200, that is 4 times 200. That is 8,000 in 1 month. So 8,000 in 1 month, that is around 28 Ugandan million shillings. It is a lot of money. So, and after here, at the moment I reach here, I'm going to see a head and shoulder. This is a shoulder, this is a head, this is a shoulder. And then I see a bullish pin bar. That signifies that the change is trending. It is changing. The trend is changing. So what will I do? I'll just come and enter from the bullish pin bar, the close of this bullish pin bar here, and then put stop losses below the last low of that pin bar, which is here. That is around 35 pips. Now I'm targeting, the next target is here. After that 1 month, we are coming again for another 230, another 1 month. Just enter your trade, hold and wait. But this one even went up to 300, 3,000 if you enter a lot size of 1. So guys, there is money to be made here. You're risking $300 to make 3,000. That is almost 1 is equal to 10. Okay, so that's why if my support and resistance structures there, I do not break them. Okay, let's proceed to what brought us here today. So what we have on the screen is AUDNZD, and this is the weekly time frame. Remember, the rules are very clear. We want weekly to reject weekly, and then the daily make a storyline. It can be a bullish or a bearish depending on where the rejection is, and then we drop down to the 4-hour to look at the structures that we know. It is a double bottom, double top, head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder, to find our entries, or break and retest to find our entries on the 4-hour or 1 hour, but mainly I do it on the 4-hour. I hope guys we are together there. Weekly reject weekly, daily makes a storyline for our entries. Head and shoulder, double bottom, double top, inverted head and shoulder. That is our entries. If we don't see that, we are not taking such trades. Okay, so let's proceed. So what do we have here? We have a rejection, we have a rejection here, we have a rejection here, we have a rejection here. 3 weeks of rejections. So now we look for and see this first week here, did it reject on any significant level? No, because you look left and see that it did not reject on any level. We got the next week. This one, did it reject on any significant level? No, you look left again, did not reject on any level. What about this one here? Did it reject on any significant level? We look left and you see, yes, it rejected here. Put the line chart and then put this line here, that one there, and then turn back the candles. You see, it is rejecting this support here, which was resistance, and turned it support. So it is rejecting. And is it fresh? It is fresh, because this week is not touching the level, so it is fresh. So it is rejecting the area. So what do we do next? Since this candle has caused as a rejection, and the most important thing is, that's why I told you, combine price action and then Alchemist with support and resistance. Things are going to be easy for you. Now look at that, this candlestick pattern. It shows you that the buyers were too much in control, because sellers pushed price up to here, up to this support level here, and the buyers were coming and said, no, 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 there is no way you're reaching there. Rejected the price up here. So that means, for me, this is a confirmation we are going bullish. It is a confirmation for me we are going bullish. What do I do? With experience, I would enter from here, put stop losses below here. For me, even without the storyline on the daily. I'll enter from here, put stop losses below here. However, that is the aggressive way and the wrong way to enter. But the right way, so now that we have seen a rejection on the weekly, we go to, and I know some would say, hey, I thought the rejection should be with them after the immediate candles. Like you don't have a candle crossing. No, the rejection can be all the way up to this side. As long as the zone is still fresh, it can be even up this side. It has no problem. The zone just have to be fresh. And what do we mean by a fresh zone? A zone that has not been yet tested by a week, not a candle, a week. So now we go to the daily to look for storyline. What do you see on the daily? You see lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You can see on the line chart. Me, I can see them because I'm used, and you also get used with time. So this is a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now we have a high here that is being created. So what do we want from this? We want this high to break here, and then after breaking, come and give us a structure that we know. Before it breaks, we have not created a bullish storyline. Okay, so we play price forward. Where's the play this one? So now this candle breaks this area here. That means we have created a bullish storyline. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, breaking this area here. So for the aggressive entries, we come. I told the aggressive entries you can enter on the daily, put stop losses below here, but that is a wide stop loss. So you come to the 4 hour. When you come to the 4 hour, what do you see? The 4 hour already crossed. The 4 hour already crossed. That's why I told you for me I would enter on the weekly, because after that candle rejected as a hammer with that huge wick behind it, that was a confirmation. That is the weekly time frame. That doesn't just happen on the weekly. It happened with the significance. We just confirm that it is going down. So for the 4 hour, do you see? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, to make a head and shoulder. This is what I'm telling you. You see, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, price made a higher high, and then came to make a higher low. During that process of making this higher low, it created a head and shoulder. This is a shoulder, this is a head, this is another shoulder. So the entry was here. You enter from here, and then enter from here, and then put your stop losses below this head, and then target all the way up. However, since we missed that, we are going to enter from any green candle that we see here. Play price forward. Good. But now you see, that is the problem. You see, this shows that there's a lot of bullish momentum, which is okay. We can enter from there. But now the risk to reward is so high. If you enter from up here, you're risking now 50 pips instead of risking like 75. Instead of risking like around 35, you're risking 50. It doesn't mean that you're going to lose the trade, because the trend has been confirmed, but now the risk is high and the reward is low. However, our target is all the way here, that is almost 200 pips, and then play price forward. Good, boom. So that is where we are, and this is a trade that is still happening. This is the live market. If I remove the replay tool, this is the live market, and you see where we are, 73 pips. But if you entered on the close of the other doji, you would have entered around here, and you would be in 150 pips, double the amount. So guys, that is all. You see how it is simple. The video has taken me only 13 minutes. Simple, precise, and straight to the point. The Alchemist strategy can never fail you unless the market just refuses. But it is a strategy that is proven to work. It is proven to work at least 75%, because the accuracy is high. Some people combine it with the trend lines, but that will be for another video. Some people combine it with the trend lines for precision of entry. That will be another video. However, I can also show you where we have open close support, where price retests here. We have open close support. If you waited, put your buy order here, price came retested with a wick and then shot up. Okay guys, so that is all for today on the Alchemist and MSNR. So you can subscribe to the channel, like the video if you have learned something from it, and also stay around for more videos like this, for more education content like this. That is all for today. Bye.